Hey everybody, we're going to have a little fun with Cutcliffe style patterns. I decided to take the Yorkshire Holy Trinity of Partridge Orange, Dark Snipe, and Purple, and Waterhen Bloa, and do them with a stiff hackle, Cutcliffe style. So we got the three there, and we're going to use a vintage hook, a little longer shank Kirby bend. That's the bend Cutcliffe liked. And we'll start off with the riff on the Waterhen Bloa. So I'm going to use yellow silk with cobbler's wax. I don't have water rat, so I'm going to use pine squirrel. And for the feather, I'm going to use a Indio feather, a quail feather from Gallo de Leon, a neck feather from an Indio of Gallo de Leon. So like Cutcliffe style, we're going to tie the feather in by the tip, and we're going to wrap it through the thorax, so a little bit further back along the shank. And then I'm very lightly dubbing with the pine squirrel, the guard furs, and we're going to double this hackle. So I'm folding it back, and it's kind of a tight palmer. And we're going to palmer up to close to the head where you want to wrap, and tie off and snip. Clean up the head, whip finish, back to front whip finish. And there we have a stiff hackle wet fly version of the Waterhen Bloa. These Kirby bend hooks have an offset, so now we're going to do the Partridge and Orange riff, and I'm going to do it with a wire rib, so orange silk, wire rib, and a Pardo feather. This is from Whiting's Coke de Colorado, and a brown, like gingery Pardo. It's a little hard to see in color-wise with the bright light in the filming here, but it does have a brownish cast to it, and speckled. So tie again by the tip. The barbules of these feathers for Cutcliffe style are the length of the body of the fly. In this case, pretty close to basically the length of the shank as well, plus or minus there. Tying in the rib, and I'm just going to do some tight turns up. Create a little bit of flash here. I actually like the Partridge and Orange with a wire rib, which is one of the accepted tyings of it. So doubling the feather back, and again, palmering up through the thorax. These Coke de Colorado have a little bit of a badger action to them. So right down there by the hook, it remains black or dark there by the list, but the actual barbules extend. They have a brownish, speckly silver cast to them. Back to front whip finish. Little head cleanup. And now we're going to do the dark snipe and purple riff. So dark purple silk. I'm using a steely blue, gunmetal blue Limousin hackle that I got from France. This is a neck feather. So this is going to mimic that dark dun of the snipe. And again, tying it by the tip. And dark purple silk. And touching turns all the way to the back, touching turns back. We'll go past the hackle and wind up through the thorax, up towards the head, and now we double the hackle. And we're gonna do a pretty tight palmer up through the thorax. Zone. Get up to where you would wrap the hackle and do a couple tight turns. Tie off. Snip. Wrap back. Back to front whip finish, and the Cutcliffe style of the third of the Trinity is now done. And I'm going to dub these Indio Bloa, Pardo and Orange, Bleute and Purple. Some fun stuff, just having a gaff. Thanks. Bye.